the Chinese government has been carrying out a relentless campaign of suppression and control in Tibet. There have been hundreds, if not thousands, of arrests. And this is the background against which the Chinese government has launched this massive campaign of rehousing and relocation of Tibetans across the Tibetan plateau. Over 2 million Tibetans over the past 6 years have been forced to leave their traditional villages and move into new ones in the name of building what the government calls a new socialist countryside. Tibetans have no say in these policies that are radically affecting their traditional way of life. The analysis of the satellite imagery that has been collected by Human Rights Watch shows entire villages where Tibetans have lived for generations have been demolished and razed down to the ground. This is not solely a campaign that builds new houses for people. This is also a campaign that destroys traditional villages. As the campaign progresses, then you can see the new socialist villages appearing, basically rows of identical houses, irrespective of the location, irrespective of the altitude, irrespective of whether people are farmers or herders. By remodeling the way that Tibetan villages are organized, the Chinese government is clearly pursuing a strategy of increased control. Traditionally, Tibetan nomads have been moving several times a year with their herds across the grasslands. They've done that for generations. The new policy is actually to force them to abandon their nomadic ways and become sedentary populations. Contrary to what the Chinese government is saying, it's not actually the government who is paying for the houses. It's mostly the Tibetan households themselves. In many cases, Tibetans told us that because they did not have the assets to pay for the rehousing, they basically had to give up fields and other properties that they had to pay for the relocation cost. Tibetans have no say in policies that are completely transforming their way of life. Unless the international community brings China to account for these mass relocation policies, the traditional ways of the Tibetans may disappear in a matter of years.